Hi, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Together. I'm Britt Marino in for Karen, who is off this week. Our Together for Colorado stories are all about the amazing people in our community who work tirelessly to help out others. This show reveals the good news in our community. So over the next half hour, we'll introduce you to some of those compelling Coloradans, and I'm really excited for you to meet them. Now, the first person that I want to tell you about is the owner of a repair shop in Denver. He teamed up with the nonprofit There with Care to give a car to a very deserving family. As Rick Salinger shows us, his hard work is making a big difference.
Mark Sandell knows how important it is to give back. He's paying it forward to help Valerie Lowry. The single mom has a 10-year-old daughter who's been fighting cancer. Mark wasn't the only one who made this car giveaway possible. We'll introduce you to some of the other people who helped. That's next on Together.
Now, back in January, Colorado was rocked by the death of a Douglas County deputy. A woman in Castle Rock has never forgotten Zach Parrish. Jo Hillen explains how she's keeping his memory alive.
For Rachel Sears, quilting is a release.
It's an outlet for me. It calms me down. I can be creative.
Quilting also provides a unique comfort.
I wanted to create something to provide that level of comfort.
So Rachel made these quilts for the Parrish family.
It's taken about 10 months to do 4 quilts.
How community donations made Rachel's job a little easier.
I could not have done it without the help of the community.
That's later on Together.
2 Coloradans are using their creativity to help out veterans. The Nunez sisters started Sword and Plow. This company transforms old military gear into things like bags and jewelry. As Karen Morfitt discovered, this is a lot more than just recycling.
Call it repurposing for a purpose.
Here are 2 other pieces of our jewelry also made out of the .50 caliber shell casings.
Betsy and Emily Nunez started Sword and Plow as a way to support our veterans. For them, the cause is personal.
I was stationed at Fort Carson in Colorado Springs for 4 years.
The impact their business is having in Colorado and beyond. Coming up on Together.
More on all those stories in a moment, but firstly, I do want to take you to North Glen High School. That's where a student decided that she wanted to make sure her peers were ready for any emergency. After hearing about the shooting at a school in Parkland, Florida, Amy Tomczak decided to organize a CPR class. As Jeff Todd and photojournalist Jeremiah Belisle found out, her idea is the perfect example of students helping students.
We want at least 100 beats, we really do. But
there was some extra hands-on learning at North Glen High School.
Good job, seeing some good stuff.
I want to be a nurse one day, and knowing this information will help me out so much.
Amy Tomczak organized the class. She reached out to North Metro Fire Department, asking if they'd help teach a hands-on CPR and first aid class.
Using things like belts, shirts, you name it, to create a makeshift tourniquet and stop that bleeding.
She got the idea after seeing what happened at another high school.
How many of those 17 people would still be here today if somebody had known how to do CPR or how to put on a tourniquet?
At the beginning of the school year, she started asking both students and teachers if they'd like to take the class.
They were like, when is it? When can I help you out with this?
A life-saving education.
You just literally work this whole thing.
You can stuff a lot of this gauze right here into a wound that's 2 inches deep. Somebody will be saved and they won't bleed out.
Amy says this kind of learning is personal for teachers.
They care about their students and they want them to be able to do great things.
For one Colorado mom, Christmas came early this year. Late last month, the owner of a car repair shop teamed up with the organization There with Care to give her a free car. As Rick Salinger and photojournalist Tom Myers discovered, there is not a more deserving recipient.
This is a car in search of a deserving owner, a 2006 Ford Fusion purchased to help someone in need.
I'll do the repairs on it and get it in tip-top shape for a needy family.
So at Mark Sandell's Golden Triangle Auto Care, they did just that. Over many months, repairing a car in need of help into one fit for a family that could use some help. Through an organization called There with Care, they came together for Valerie Lowry, a single mother of 3. Her 10-year-old daughter has been undergoing cancer treatment.
Bella was diagnosed with stage 3
Hodgkin's lymphoma in April 6th, and it's been a journey.
That journey has required getting to hospitals for chemo and radiation treatments. Valerie barely noticed that Ford waiting right next to her.
And we're here to actually help you. Okay. This car behind us is for you. I'm serious.
Oh my God.
This car is for you, to help you out.
Actually, a lot of people work to make this happen.
I'm just so overwhelmed by the graciousness of people I don't even know.
Well, people helped me as I was growing up, and this is my way of giving back.
In the back seat, gifts for her children.
So many people care about your family. You know that. So many people care about you.
There With Care connects people in need with those who want to give.
And people are really good, and people do want to help others, and sometimes you just got to connect them.
I tell you, seeing her emotion receiving this car brings a tear to my eye. Rick, that must have been so special being there.
It was very nice indeed.
And Rick Salinger is the guy, of course, who reported on this story. So thank you for joining us to talk more about this. So tell me more about Valerie. How will this help her out?
Well, it already is helping her. She's a single mother with children, including the one daughter with cancer. She works, needs to get around, and she had been relying on others pretty much in a broken down car, so this is exactly what she needed.
This has to give her more independence and help her feel that she can provide for her children while she's going through this tough time.
Yeah, you could see those tears were tears of joy in a very difficult situation that she's facing.
Tell me more about Mark, the repair guy. How did he get involved with this? I mean, it is absolutely amazing.
Well, I get my car repaired when it needs it with Mark at Golden Triangle, and he mentioned to me that every year around this time he tries to do something nice. He usually has a food drive or a clothing drive, and he said the interest in that had been waning a bit. Maybe there's too many of them, I don't know. But he said he wanted to do something different, make a bigger bang this year. And so someone was selling a car, and he decided to buy it, fix it up, and give it to a deserving family. He contacted one of his neighboring businesses, Gateau, and asked them if they knew of anyone. They said, well, there's this organization called There With Care. I bet they have someone who could use it.
You know, side note here, my husband and I actually volunteered with There With Care, and I got to report on a story on them a couple years ago. And I know that they connect people to others who need help. And one of the things that we did was provide food for a family who had a baby with a life-threatening illness. I mean, talking about it almost chokes me up. So the baby was just months old and fighting for his life. And around the holidays, they weren't able to get food. So we brought food over to the hospital for the couple. And I know that There With Care does so much more. So what did you think was most impressive about them?
Well, they have offices here in Denver, Boulder, and in the San Francisco area. And the way it was described to me is they hook up people who need help with people who want to help, like yourself. And so they take situations like this and make miracles happen.
Oh, it is so beautiful. So my husband emailed me this week and says, you know, we can do this again this year, so I think we might. And you inspired us, Rick.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Rick Salinger, everybody. Many scientists work their entire lives to get an experiment on board the International Space Station. But for these students in Jefferson County, it only took a few years. Their creative idea that could impact the future of space travel.
Together with Karen Leigh, sponsored by Canvas Credit Union. We're Canvas, and we've got you covered, Colorado. Go live.
Jefferson County students are coming together to help NASA. Believe it or not, it's happening. The Warren Tech students at Lakewood High School created an experiment that's now on its way to the International Space Station, and they got to watch it blast off.
3, 2, 1, 0. And liftoff as Falcon 9 and Cargo Dragon take flight. bound for the International Space Station with fresh supplies and research.
Isn't that amazing? Students Carrie Harrington and Maxwell Zines watched as the spacecraft took off earlier this week. The kids won a national competition to get their project on board. You see, they're trying to help NASA solve the problem of growing fruits and vegetables in microgravity. The rocket, along with the experiment, is expected to dock at the space station on Saturday. Okay, we pale in comparison. Not even a little bit close.
This place is so great. Like Denver and Colorado in general, we're kind of like a hub for the space industry almost.
Huge aerospace industry here in Colorado, and some really bright kids. So everybody, if you don't know him, this is Dave Aguilera, and you're here now to show us some of everybody's holiday picks.
Yes,
right?
we got the poinsettias around the studio here, so we're kind of getting in the holiday spirit here. So I thought I'd hit you with some of the lights and everything that we've seen so far. There's Mickey and Minnie in the big green bug out there. Peter Pritovac sent that in. That's in his neighbor's yard out there in Thornton. Check out this. Jay Severinson sent this from Highlands Ranch. He sent a whole mess of pictures here, but his house is just lit up. He said his son does that as well. If you take a closer look, look at all those lights. My favorite on that is the bumble there and that little melted snowman in the front there.
Well, I have to say, we have a tree put up, and it pales in comparison, our measly tree compared to this guy's lights.
Me too. I got my outside lights on, and then you see some of these, and it's like you feel so
inadequate.
So inadequate, yeah, with your little string of lights across the house.
Well, it looks like Christmas kind of blew up in this one.
This is the highlight now. This is the Stricker House in Centennial on Lafayette Street. Look at all those lights there. They got a countdown clock for you there, and they've got a Whoville on the other side of the yard there. So they've got two different things going on there. And if you take a look at the drone shot from their house, looking at the left-hand side of your screen there, it lights up that whole neighborhood there. Oh my gosh.
You probably can see that from an airplane.
I think you can, yeah. And I'll tell you what, there's a look a little closer in with Big Bird there and Santa there. By the way, if you do want to send in a photo, you could go to #4lights, #4lights. Tweet us a picture or go to our website and it'll tell you all about how to send a picture in, and you might see it on TV.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. #4lights, and it does feel like the holidays, a little bit chilly outside.
I'm going to have to go to Home Depot or Lowe's or something to get more lights on my house.
You need to step up that game.
I do indeed.
Alrighty, Dave, thank you so much.
You got it.
Visiting the hospital is really a holiday tradition for officers. These guys bought a special handmade gift with them. We'll let you know who made these quilts and explain how they're providing support and strength to patients fighting cancer. Law enforcement is coming together to put smiles on the faces of cancer patients, and they're doing it with quilts. Officers stopped by the oncology department at Presbyterian St. Luke's with their warm donations. The group Cops Fighting Cancer gives out the quilts every year. Officer Jim Seneca started the organization after he beat cancer. Every quilt the officers gave to patients was hand-sewn by women at the Aurora Center for Active Adults. A woman in Castle Rock is also using quilts to provide support. Rachel Sears made big blankets for the family of Deputy Zach Parrish. He was killed while on duty on New Year's Eve. Rachel hopes these quilts show the family deputy Parrish will never be forgotten. Joe Hillen and photojournalist Eric Bloomer got the chance to see her labor of love.
A lot of them are from Colorado.
When Rachel Sears heard that Deputy Parrish had been killed, she wanted to do something to help. So she decided to make a quilt for the family.
I wanted to create something to provide that level of comfort.
Rachel put out a call on Facebook for patches from law enforcement, and the quilting supplies came pouring in. So much so that the mailbox was no longer an option for the postman.
He would come with a white basket, knock on the door and go, "Here you go." I mean, I just spread them out. It was like Christmas every day for probably a month and a half to 2 months. Just getting patches.
There were so many patches from law enforcement agencies across the U.S. and Canada that Rachel was able to make 4 giant quilts.
They are huge.
Each with 200 to 300 patches.
But I could not have done it without the help of the community. They were a huge part.
And over the course of 10.5 months, it all came together on one single sewing machine. Rachel hopes that the blankets send a clear message to Zach's girls.
To know that their dad was loved, that he was supported, and that the police family is bigger than any of us think that it is.
And that each patch reminds his widow Gracie she is not alone.
She's got her faith, she's got her family, and she's got the Thin Blue Line family.
On Monday, the quilts were delivered to the Douglas County Sheriff's Office, and from there, they will be passed on to the Parrish family. Vandals made a huge mural in Castle Rock a mess, but the community was not going to stand for that, so they came together to fix it up. The major business that also pitched in. An online business based right here in Colorado is hoping you'll consider checking them out when you're doing your holiday shopping. Sword and Plow gives fresh purpose to old military gear. It also gives back to our veterans. Karen Morfitt and photojournalist Robert Gadecki introduce us to the two sisters behind the company.
For Betsy and Emily Nunez, military has always been a part of life.
There's this amazing sense of community you have growing up in the military.
A father with 30 years of service paired with that sense of community inspired Emily to join the Army.
They were able to give back through military service, and I knew that was something I wanted to do in my life.
It's also the driving force behind their company, Sword and Plow, an idea that started 7 years ago over lunch.
She said, what would you think if I were to take this Army ROTC tent and turn it into a tote bag? And I was just immediately intrigued by what was going on in her mind.
Today, they make a variety of bags and accessories using that material and a whole host of other military surplus, from uniforms, parachutes, even shell casings.
They look nothing like what they're made out of.
Every item is made by a veteran-owned or partially owned company, and they give 10% of everything they make back to service members and their families.
From Bunker Labs, which helps military spouses and military veterans start their own companies, to Pets for Vets, which is a great nonprofit that pairs veterans with companion animals.
While the success of their company is its own reward, giving back to the family that raised them is priceless.
We're so excited about the impact we've had and the impact that we'll continue to have in the future.
So by now you get the idea. Our Together for Colorado stories are all about the community. And here's a great example of that. After a mural was vandalized in Castle Rock, 75 volunteers came out to clean it up. The police department shared these pictures with us. The company Bear donated all the paint and supplies so the mural could be restored to its original glory. Other volunteers brought food and beverages. Among those who came out were officers, veterans, and our local Boy Scouts. We hope you'll show us how people are coming together where you live. Just post it on our Facebook page, CBS Denver's, or send us an email, and we'll be sure to share it on air. Thank you so much for joining us on Together. Karen Leigh will be back next week to introduce you to even more people who are coming together for Colorado. Until then, we leave you with the smooth sounds of the Matt Skellinger Band. If you join me on CBS4 This Morning, you've heard them before. We wake up to local Colorado bands as part of our partnership with Swallow Hill Music. Here's one of those songs. Enjoy.